Hello, you are welcome to my channel. A lawyer, Chief Michael Omirhobo, has threatened that he will drag the federal government to court if the National Assembly does not throw out the National Water Resources Bill before it. Speaking at a colloquium in Lagos by indigenous people of Nigeria, he noted that the bill is in breach of the Land Use Act and Section 315, subsection 5(d) of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, even as he also said the federal government wanted to use the bill to appropriate more powers to itself. He said, under a federal system of government like Nigeria, the federal government does not have absolute sovereign authority over water. The federating units have considerable authority to establish and implement water laws, policies, and programs suited to their priority water concerns. State authority is especially paramount in allocating water rights. The National Water Resources Bill is a further centralization and undue concentration of powers on the federal government of Nigeria instead of the decentralization and devolution of powers from the federal government to the states and local government, as is the characteristic of a federal state. He added that while the National Assembly has the powers to pass laws on water from such sources as may be sources affecting more than one state, that such power is only on issues of maritime, shipping, navigation, and defense. According to him, the bill pending at the National Assembly would further impoverish Nigerians in riverine states who depend on waterways for sustenance. If the National Water Resources Bill becomes law, it will give federal government exclusive dominance and control on waterways, which will further impoverish Nigerians in riverine states who depend on waterways to generate revenue internally. For Nigeria to make progress, the government must restructure the country by encouraging the establishment of state police and the reversion to true fiscal federalism as it was in 1963. Every state should manage its natural resources and pay tax to the federal government, he said. He called on the government to dredge the River Niger and Oguta Lake so that they could be navigable and develop the Warri, Calabar, Koko, One, and Port Harcourt seaports to create jobs and promote socio-economic activities in the country. The Water Resources Bill seeks to establish a regulatory framework for trans-boundary water resources in Nigeria and to provide for the equitable and sustainable development, management, use, and conservation of Nigeria's interstate surface water and groundwater resources and for related matters. But Omirhobo insisted that the bill is unconstitutional. Um, the lawyer, Mr. Omirhobo, is suing the federal government for the um, water resources bill that has been on for quite some time now. He is of the opinion that the water resources bill should be dropped and federal government should decentralize and devolve powers to the company units of the country. And you know that we are practicing federal system of government. That is what they say. But what is on ground shows that there is so much power in the center, which makes the states not to function as they ought to be. So the lawyer is advising the federal government to decentralize power to all the company units making up the country so that they can carry out their functions effectively, just like it was in 1963 when we were practicing what is called um, um, a constitutional what we call the Republican constitution, where we had powers devolved effectively to all the regions. By that time, it was regions. There was no state. In 1963, um, all the powers, most of the powers were decentralized to all the component units in the country, with taxes being paid to the central government. So the lawyer is advising the government to devolve power just like it was then. Um, we see what happens to this lawsuit that has been instituted against the federal government. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates as they occur. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you.